Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Professor English Podcast Channel. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Anna. It's always great to have you here.
We bring you fun, entertaining, and easy English conversations every day. If you listen daily, our episodes will naturally help you think in English and speak confidently, just like a native speaker.
That's right. And today's episode is extra fun because we're doing something everyone loves: English listening practice with stories.
Yes, stories are the best way to learn English in a natural, relaxing way. When you listen to a story, your brain automatically picks up new words, sentence patterns, and pronunciation without any stress.
And don't worry, our stories today are simple, beginner-friendly, and full of useful everyday English.
Exactly. We'll tell short stories, talk about them, ask you questions, and even do a little role play. So stay with us till the end. This is going to be fun.
All right, let's begin with our first story. It's called The Lost Wallet. One morning, a man named Tom was walking to work. He stopped at a coffee shop to buy a latte, but when he reached for his wallet, it wasn't there.
Oh no, poor Tom.
Yeah, he checked his pockets, his bag, even the counter. Nothing. So he quickly walked back the same way, hoping to find it.
And guess what happened?
A woman called out, "Excuse me, sir, did you lose a wallet?" She was holding it in her hand.
Yay, good ending.
Exactly. Tom smiled and said, "Yes, thank you so much." The woman replied, "No problem. I found it near the bus stop."
Simple story, but full of everyday English.
Yes, and great for listening practice. Now, let's break it down. What phrases can our listeners learn from this story?
Did you lose a wallet is a very useful question. Also, thank you so much.
And no problem. Very natural in American English.
Let's also practice a quick role play.
"Excuse me, sir, did you lose a wallet?"
Yes, thank you so much.
"No problem. I found it near the bus stop."
Perfect. Short and easy.
Now let's tell another story. This one is called The Forgetful Student.
Once a student named Emily always forgot something important. Her books, her phone, her notebooks, everything. One day she arrived in class and realized she forgot her homework again.
Oh no, classic Emily.
Her teacher looked at her and said, "Emily, please tell me you brought your homework today."
Did she?
She smiled nervously and said, Um, it's on my desk at home?
I knew it.
The teacher sighed and said, "Emily, tomorrow you bring it. No excuses."
This story teaches a lot of common phrases like, "Did you bring your homework?" or "No excuses."
Yes, very common in schools and daily life. Let's do a quick quiz for our listeners. Ready?
Let's go. Question 1. If someone forgets something, what can you ask? Option A, did you cook your homework? Option B, did you bring your homework?
Definitely option B.
Right. Question 2. What does Emily always forget?
Everything. Her books, phone, notebooks, everything.
Nice job.
All right, moving to the next story. This one is called The Friendly Neighbor.
This is a warm, feel-good one.
Yes. So, a woman named Lucy moved into a new apartment in New York. She didn't know anyone in the building. On her first morning, she heard a knock on her door.
Who was it?
Her neighbor, Mr. Wilson, an older gentleman with a big smile. He said, "Welcome to the building. I baked some cookies for you."
That's so sweet.
Lucy smiled and said, "Thank you. That's very kind." They talked for a few minutes, and Mr. Wilson told her, "If you ever need anything, just knock on my door."
What a great neighbor. And this story has perfect phrases for polite conversation.
Yes. Welcome to the building. That's very kind. If you ever need anything,
These expressions help you sound friendly and natural.
Let's act it out quickly.
Sure, I'll be Mr. Wilson.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the building. I baked some cookies for you.
Thank you. That's very kind.
If you ever need anything, just knock on my door.
Amazing.
Now, let's go to our next story, the late bus.
One rainy morning, a boy named Sam was waiting for the school bus. It was already 8:20, and the bus usually arrived at 8:10.
Uh-oh, late bus.
Sam kept checking his watch. Finally, the bus arrived, and the driver said, "Sorry, kids, traffic is crazy today."
That sounds real, like every school morning in the U.S.
Exactly. Sam got in and said, "It's okay. Thanks for coming." And the driver smiled.
Good story. And the phrase, traffic is crazy today, is very common.
Yes, listeners can use it anytime the roads are busy. Now, for some listening practice, repeat after us. Sorry, traffic is crazy today.
Thanks for coming.
I kept checking my watch.
Very useful sentences. Okay, another story. This one is called The Friendly Barista.
Ah, yes, a classic American scenario.
Every morning, a woman named Rachel visited the same coffee shop. One day, the barista smiled and said, "You're here early today."
Rachel said, "Yeah, I have a meeting at 9." The barista asked, "The usual?" Meaning her regular drink.
And Rachel said, "Yes, please. Simple and natural."
And the barista replied, "Coming right up."
Good listening practice. You're here early today. The usual and coming right up.
Let's do a tiny role play.
Sure, I'll be the barista.
Go ahead.
You're here early today.
Yeah, I have a meeting at 9.
The usual,
Yes, please.
coming right up.
Great job. Let's add a story with a funny twist. This one is the wrong classroom.
A college student named Mark entered a classroom and sat down. He noticed nobody looked familiar, but he thought, maybe I'm just early.
Oh boy, I know where this is going.
Then the professor walked in and said, "Welcome to advanced chemistry."
But Mark was not in chemistry class, right?
Not at all. He was supposed to be in English class. Mark slowly stood up and said, wrong class, and everyone laughed.
This happens more often than people think.
Very true.
And this story teaches natural English like, maybe I'm just early, welcome to, and wrong class.
Let's give listeners 3 questions to test their listening.
Good idea.
Question 1. What class did Mark enter?
Advanced chemistry.
Question 2. Where was he supposed to go?
English class.
Question 3. What did he say when he realized the mistake?
Wrong class.
Awesome!
Let's tell a warm, cozy story now. This one is called The Snowy Morning.
One winter morning in Chicago, Mia woke up and looked outside. Everything was covered in white snow. She made hot chocolate, sat near the window, and watched kids playing outside.
Love that.
Her neighbor's little boy knocked on her door and said, "Hi, Mia. Do you want to build a snowman with us?"
Aw.
Mia smiled and said, "Sure, let me get my coat."
This story helps learners understand soft, friendly, everyday English.
Yes, like, "Let me get my coat. Do you want to build a snowman with us?" And everything was covered in snow.
Now let's add one more story. The busy grocery store.
On Sunday afternoon, Jason went to the grocery store. It was super crowded. People were everywhere, and the checkout lines were long.
That's every Sunday.
True.
Jason looked for milk, but the shelf was empty. A worker came and said, "We're restocking it in 2 minutes."
Nice phrase. We're restocking it.
Yes, Jason said, "Great, I'll wait." And after 2 minutes, the worker brought fresh milk.
Another great real-life situation.
Now let's move to a final sweet story. This one is called The Birthday Surprise.
Sounds exciting.
Sarah walked into her office and found balloons everywhere. Her coworkers shouted, "Happy birthday!" She said, "You guys remembered?"
And they said, "Of course we did."
Simple, warm, real English you hear in daily life.
Now, before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap.
Today we practice English using short, simple stories.
We learned useful sentences, natural expressions, and real-life conversations.
Stories help you improve listening, speaking, and vocabulary without stress.
And the more you listen, the faster you learn.
So keep practicing every day.
If you enjoyed this episode, click like and subscribe to our channel for more easy English.
Share it with your friends who are learning English too.
That's right. Keep practicing and stay tuned for our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.